Hello folks and welcome back to Mindustry. Last time we went through and optimized a good decent chunk of this area. It's not perfect, but I'm in much better shape I think than what I've been in a long time. And that was sector 128. Just going back in there real fast, take a look. We have all of this production set up and I'm very happy with where we're at. We have phase going in and out. It's all going all the way out here to the core. And what's it doing at the core? Well, nothing right now. So we're going to need to figure out some of that stuff. We also have just more space. We have so much space. It's incredible of things we can do here. And then we have this production area here. Again, it's all heading back to the core. I love what we did here. I don't know if it's the greatest thing ever made, but I'm pretty happy with it. And pretty satisfied with this setup here. It's just the factories on factories and this particular thing here where we just feed it in, goes out down the line, and then we can have production based right off that. I dig it. I like it. One thing I do need to double check. I think I only needed one unloader here. If the comments were correct, where I have three, one for each thing. I think if I did it unfiltered, as far as like what it is, it would just load in the right stuff automatically, and I don't need to worry about all of that. I think that's correct. If it's not, let me know. But that means that if that is correct, I would be able to put one here and another one over here. So I could actually double my production out of this setup. Obviously, we'd have to make sure we have enough resources, but you get the idea. All right, so we need to do a couple things. One, we have all of these resources that need to go somewhere. Right now, we're just burning resources because they're going into our core and they're not doing anything at all. And we're making plastium somewhere, aren't we? I digress. I apologize. We're doing something somewhere. What do we do? There it is. Yeah, we're making surge, excuse me. So surge is good. Plastium. I think we are making plastium. I don't know. Okay. That part's not important. What is important is that we need to start getting this stuff out so it can go somewhere. So power-wise, I think we're doing just fine. Nope, we're not doing just fine. We actually are using up a ton of power. So maybe we're going to spend some time getting some actual production with that going. So let's go do that. Come here, crew. Please help me. Here they come. Alright, and that should solve our power crisis. Although, I mean, we're running in some of these spots. Okay, but we got that. Now what we need to do, I would like to set up a large area where we can just start sending our launch pads out and getting that all set up. I had some few ideas about how I want to do that. I don't know if these are good ideas or bad ideas, but let's go explore here and see exactly what we have. So what I was thinking is taking an unloader, having it go up and go to another vault, and then basing either 2 or 4 launch pads off of that vault. And I want to try to keep this as contained as possible. So I'm going to keep this going straight up here like so. And then from there, I can have an unloader here, 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 and we'll have to play with the next one. And then I can go launch pad. I can go 1, 2, 3, and I can get a 4th one in there. Cool. Okay, so I need to go back to another unloader. All right. So we'll do that. And I don't know if this will work or not. I just want to play a little bit and see what this is actually going to do for us, if anything. All right. These are all going to launch to, where's our depot? Sure. We're going to have them all launched there for right now. It will go to another place shortly. All right. But you can see, I want to get some of the basic stuff. So like copper, iron, graphite. I don't think we need sand. I don't know why we have so much sand, but we do. Phase fabric, definitely want to get surge and plastium out of there, and silicon as well. So there's a lot of stuff we could send out. So I'm going to go to an unloader and I want to position it right there. We're going to choose that one as copper. And what I'm hoping is I can use a plastium conveyor, load that up. And these guys are loading, slowly but surely. And once they get loaded up, they'll shoot out into space. And I guess I could technically put another one on here if I really wanted to. I'm not going to do that. But the idea here is I can replicate this idea all the way up. So let's see if that idea actually stands a chance or not. So I'm going to put that right there. Again, I just want to see what happens. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but we're relatively safe right now. See, we have stuff leaving. That's good. I'm going to put that one there, and we're going to change that over to lead. But we can have this change course a little bit. Okay. So I think that's going to work. Let's highlight this again. And let's just see how closely we can pack this stuff in. So I'm not thrilled that we have those. I'm just going to get rid of that for right now, just so I can get just the core stuff that I want to have transported. So we can just, I'm thinking, again, I have no idea if this is a good idea or not. But my thought process is we can just have a bunch of these just firing out all the time. And depending on what type of job we do here, let's get some more unloaders. Alright, so that's going to be graphite. That one is going to be titanium. Yeah, we have titanium. What do we got next? Thorium? Absolutely. What's next on the list is surge. Or no, we need the silicon next. My bad. Then this one can be plastium. There we go. Okay. And does this all make sense, is the question. Because it doesn't really work if it doesn't make sense. It's going to at least allow us to empty out a lot of the extra resources we have that we're not currently using. I love this area that's just packed. It's great. All right, what do we have? We have 2 more that we need to send out. Okay. And then I think I'll be able to mirror those over. All right, so I need to reestablish how I want to set that up on the other side. Because I don't know if I hit F, is there a mirror button? I can rotate it. Is there F? Oh, flip schematic. There is. That's awesome. I love this game. All right, I'm not going to do that right now just because I want to actually not have to eliminate some of the stuff that's there, and I also have to deal with this. So we're going to put that right there. And then we get our launch pads in place. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unloader, 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 unloader. All right, that looks good to me. And then I'm just going to have a little branch coming in like that, just so that I can more easily see what's what. But in theory, I could really stack these in, or I can space them out a little easier, which I'm going to do. So 1, 2, 3 more. Okay. And power-wise, we're way down again. Good God. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to rescue some of the production we have there. So we are going to get nice big old drill set up right there. Splat with a little water. And then we can have that come over here and into there. See, I'm really getting fancy. Well, not really, but I'm using things that I haven't really used before, which is, I like. Gives me an opportunity to play with some more stuff and see if the things that I'm thinking of actually make sense or not. Alright, so we'll do that. We need to get power down here as well. So we got that, and then we can get some RTT generators. Not that. God help us. And then I can ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. And that needs to be thorium. And I'm hoping I can get a lot of that stuff going. And then what I can do is just highlight this, copy it, and we'll rotate that down here. And I think I'm actually, well, I kind of want to make a separation there and then put the unloader a little over so I can have another set of them, which is what I'm going to do. So that's going to exist there. The only difference is the unloader is going to be in a different spot. It's going to come down here and then over. There we go. And again, I can just copy and paste this thing like forever. That's awesome. I'm really happy with that. I don't know if it makes a lot of sense, but I'm happy with it. And then we have this. Look at this just trail of stuff. I dig it. I don't know if this is the way that I should be doing things or not, but I dig this. And for those of you, again, my experienced people out there, what the heck am I, is this a good plan? Is this a terrible plan? Please let me know. I really appreciate everybody's feedback. You guys have been so kind and nice and generous with your time and your comments. I do read all of them. I try to respond to, I think I respond to, especially Mindustry videos, I respond to everything that I possibly can. But let me know what the deal is here. Am I thinking right when I do this? Because I dig the idea of factories. If you haven't noticed, this channel has lots of factory games and lots of factory videos. And I dig all of this kind of stuff. I just want to do the best possible job I can, and I'm hoping that that leads to some of this other funness that we have going on. Now, what I also kind of dig right now is you can see that we're not losing resources here. All that stuff's staying relatively solid. I don't think this one's going to go, and this one's going to definitely go down, but that's okay. Everything else is staying relatively solid. So that also opens up for more per stuff over here, but I'm kind of torn because I could spread this out and get, okay, so let me back up. Talking in circles here. All right, so if I put another unloader here, I could just set it back over to copper, and then I can just have it go right there, and now this is going to be filling up this thing a whole lot more quickly. And then I can get another one right there and have it go like that, and now we're filling even faster so that we are able to take on stuff and keep it going constantly. Now that's easy to do with resources that we have a ton of. Like this one, I'm going to switch over to lead. There we go, and that one should start filling up a lot faster now. See this? Oh, see, it still doesn't even let these guys take all of that. That's awesome. What's going on with the silicon? Oh God, did I? No, I did. Okay, okay. Okay, I'm actually just going to switch these all off. It doesn't need to be on a particular thing. That's inconsequential to us. But I'm pretty excited that we have enough stuff built up that actually caused a problem. That's cool. All right. So now we have lines of stuff just flowing out. And we can supply. This is actually probably going to be another depot site for me because I don't see a reason for it not to be. And I'm hoping, I like this 3-tiered system. So these can fit 3 on one side. So my idea right now, instead of doing all of that stuff, we could, where are we at here? Stuff like this, where it's all coming in and feeding through various areas. What happens if I just did something like this, had 3 of them feed into a launch pad or into a plastic belt that goes out farther in the chain, and then I have these guys output farther down, just resources upon resources, so that they just keep going down. I don't think that's what I want to do, but I like that there's some possibilities there of what we could do. It's not the best. And also, everything that's feeding in the core is coming in through 2 plastium belts. That's it. And then we have this guy over here just doing his thing. But everything else, all of this production comes down to 2 belts. I think that's kind of wild. Because there's a lot going on here. We're using up a lot of power. And pretty psyched about that. Alright, so enough of tooting my own horn here. We need to do some stuff. Oh, this is where I screwed up last time, right? I had those pumps set up because we need to do something with oil. What was that we needed to do with oil? We already have our phase weavers. Those are right there, so we're good on that front. And these are all full, so we can, in theory, make more of these, which I think I might do. They kind of need some power, huh? There we go. Hopefully we can pump out some more phase fabric. And what were we looking at last time? I forget. This is the problem, is like I go roughly a week between each video and I forget what I'm doing. And if you can see, I play a lot of other games. And I lose track of things sometimes, so forgive me if I lose my brain every so often. I think I want to get some more metaglass, although metaglass... Let me pause the game here real fast. Is metaglass like a really good middle game resource, but it kind of fades out over time? I know you can use it as like some stuff for some of these. That's not one of them. It's definitely not a cyclone, right? No. It's a middle tier weapon, isn't it? So, Swarmer maybe? Nope. What can I use metaglass on? There it is. So, like, in a scatter, I can use that. But I don't know if that's a... And it obviously is necessary for all this. But once you get, like, one really solid metaglass production facility set up, is that really all you need? Because it seems like it is. But, again, I'm not knowledgeable enough in this game to know what's what. And the other question I have, because I was looking at the sled over here and we have sand, so I could make a metaglass production facility very easily in this space. Is there a way to bridge plastium? So I have a plastium conveyor. Is there a way to bridge over them? I haven't seen a way to do that. I don't know, like a phase conveyor, instantly transports items, train, buildings, longer, blah, 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 requires power. But it has a capacity of 10 units. When we look at a plastium conveyor, it has an item capacity of 10 items, and it moves. I just don't know if I can... Well, I guess we could... Let's test it out. Let's find out. All right, so... All right, let's do this. We're going to put this guy there. Then I'll put a phase conveyor like that. And then I'll put that there. Heck yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. Thank you for indulging me as I go through that. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Because, like, being able to bridge that is going to be a big deal. More down here. What the heck was I thinking here? Why did I do that? Why didn't I just build it over? What am I doing with my life? Okay, we're gonna fix that real fast because that's really driving me crazy. There's absolutely no reason for that to exist. The way it is, anyway. You have your water, go ahead. It's okay. You got it. There you go. Why is it struggling for water? I don't understand. Alright, struggle no more. Alright. So, I need to get another resource sending out because we have another launched area here. And we've used up all of these things on there, but we still have all of this area, all of this. I'm not going to mess too much with that stuff. And I can also set up dedicated production facilities that can just send stuff out once we have it ready to go. Like a Metaglass production facility, I think would do a lot there. Oil. What can we do with oil? That's my question. I know I can do coal, which I don't need. Don't need that stuff, I don't think. Because I could do stuff with that. I have up here significant resources in, well, it's not actually that much. Okay, we're not using it. We're burning through that stuff there. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say we can just load up on some of that stuff to send out, but we really can't. All right, Plastium. Why is that still? Where's that? I don't know where we're making that at, but we are sending it out, right? Plastium. Yep, we're sending it out. Okay. And Surge is also getting sent out and maintaining, which is important. So I think we're gonna get some more. So let's go to an unloader here. You're gonna unload more Surge because we're maintaining. So I want to get that out if we can. There we go. Okay. I suppose I could also just have it there. And I guess I don't really need to have this big of a vault there because we're sending all that stuff out without a problem. I guess I could also just lower down the number of launch pads instead of 4. Alright, but I'm also interested that our Surge is going down and then comes back up. Although I don't know, well, okay. I also don't remember what's being sent to me, so maybe this is all an illusion. Maybe some of this stuff is not equaling production in this area. And maybe that's what's going on here too. This game is complicated, man. Alright, let's go through, let's get a little Metaglass facility set up here just so we have it. Even though I don't think it's entirely necessary. We're going to do it anyway. We'll get the little boop-a-doop-a-doop. Alright, we got that part set up. Sort of. There we go. Now we have it set up. What is it? The kill. Also, why is there not an additional... Oh, okay, maybe that answers my question from before. I'm all over the place today. I'm sorry. My brain is firing in so many different directions. I was out in the sun a lot today. Leave me alone. So, some of our core resources, namely silicone and graphite, they have second-tier production facilities. Kiln does not have a second-tier production facility. It has a single one. So maybe that's the answer, that it doesn't have that, so it doesn't need that. Maybe that's as complicated as this gets for that part. But we're gonna make the world's greatest kiln production facility here. So we're gonna load this bad boy up. We're gonna get some power. There we go. That all looks well and good. And then we're gonna set up a nice kiln production facility that's gonna go out and just do all the things we need to do. So let's make the one. So that's going to be over here, I think. We'll do all... No. Bad. We'll do all of the things that we've done in the past. There we go. And then I'm going to make some copies of this. There we go. That looks all well and good. This can come down here and go in there. These guys can come over here and go in there. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this one is actually just going to feed these two when I get it lined up perfectly. There we go. This one is really just meant to feed these two. There we go. And then that one's going to feed those. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now we need to just dump all of that stuff out. Those three are going to... Or no, these produce really quickly, so I think it's going to be pairs of 2. Alright, and that's going to go there. I think. And then we'll feed into a vault there. Okay. There we go. That's all doing its thing. I don't like... You can see that it's... Okay, we're doing our thing. Okay, we're good. And then we are just going to have it unload. And we'll throw some routers in. And we'll do launch pads. 2, 3, and 4. I don't think we're going to need any more than that. I could be wrong, but we'll find out, I guess. And then we'll throw an unloader right there. And that's just going to be unassigned. And it looks like we're basically maintaining 4,000 there. Okay, cool. The only thing that we're not maintaining real well is iron production. So we need to get more iron into that group of stuff. All right, so that's going to come over here. Let's see, 1, 2. So that one is our next set. There we go. That should be able to supply that one. And hopefully help our production out greatly. It's getting there. It's a beautiful thing watching all that go at the same time. I really do love it. And there we go. Okay. Get a water extractor for you. And then that's going to come up here. And over here. And down like that. And then we should be able to equalize out all of our stuff. Although we're pretty close to that already. Alright. I'm happy with all that. We're getting our items. We're cooling down. 4 seems to be about the max for this. So what is the other configurations that we could do? So if we put one, I'm going to get rid of all of this stuff. Let's reconfigure all of this and just see if we can try to maximize any of this other stuff. Right now I'm just playing because I want to really do it right when we come to the next part of this game that I think is coming soon. I want to, well, I want to take on an eradication base for like realsies this time. And I want to be prepared for what's the next step is. So we have that. Let's see, that's going down. Okay. Those guys launch off. They reload pretty much instantly, it looks like. Alright, then we let it cool down. And I suppose we could also increase our production on that pretty easily. There's a whole big section of lead over here, and we could have all of that, another round of this go back into this side if we wanted to equalize all that out. Again, I don't know if this is one of those tiers of stuff. Ooh, look at us, our surge is finally starting to run out, so we're going to go back to this guy, which is on surge, and change that over to plastium. And you're not sending things out the way I want you to. Okay. There we go. We'll just do that. It's not perfect, but I'm okay with that. Actually, pretty close to what that is because it's outputting this. I think this carries out. Is there an output level of unloaders? 11 items a second. Okay. So yeah, there is. We're never going to saturate this belt with the unloaders just because of what they are. All right. Cool. Should I keep those belts dedicated to make this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area here? Or should I just turn them all loose and let them be whatever and go from there? I don't know. All right. But let's take a look at our map here and see what we have. Our nuclear production complex is going to survive. But we have 5 red sectors right here. And this is the one I'm most interested in. It's an extreme enemy base. This is an eradication base, which I don't want to play yet. Another eradication base. Another eradication base. And another eradication base. So Sector 70 seems like the most logical target. And I think we're going to try that in the next one. But I'm really happy going through and trying new things and seeing what's going on. 2 big takeaways here. Well, questions and takeaways. 1, does this make sense? Is this too much? Is it too little? What's my end game here? And 2, my takeaway. I can use plastium conveyors, or excuse me, a phase conveyor to get plastium conveyors to do what I want them to do, which is to jump over each other, because our junctions and all that stuff don't work with them. At least I don't think they do. I don't know. But folks, thanks here for joining me. I really, really appreciate your time. And as always, please let me know what's going on, what I can do better, and I'll do my best. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.